Hello there, my name is Sean, and welcome to my presentation of ancient Japan. I hope you enjoy and thank you for listening. Geography shaped life in Japan. Now, geography shaped life in Japan because Japan is 80% mountainous, causing a variety of problems for Japan. Two of them is since they was very mountainous, they had very little resources, so they had to rely on the sea for food, making them great fishermen, however. And they were only able to start making villages on the very little flat land that they had. So, not too much farmland either. Another one of these problems with Japan is that Japan is one of the most volcanic countries. Because of this, it is in the middle of the Ring of Fire. The Ring of Fire causes many problems for Japan. For example, huge tsunamis and dangerous earthquakes that shake the land. Early Japanese society. The first Japanese developed the culture of Ainu. Ainu was believed to come from Eastern Russia or Siberia, Russia. They were called Ainu later on. Most clans in Japan ruled in clans. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Most clans in Japan ruled in clans, and each clan was ruled by a chief. This is an example of soldiers, Yamato soldiers. The culture of Ainu also believed that chiefs were descended by kami. And kami is that every living thing, every natural, anything part of nature has kami or natural spirits in them. These two pictures are example of kami. Japan learned about language, society, and government from China and Korea. The current regent of Japan during this time was Prince Shotaku. Prince Shotaku brought ideas to Japan. For example, he brought the ideas of Confucianism and Buddhism. He also helped the Japanese speak and learn and write Chinese. He even helped make Japanese sounds with Chinese symbols. And later on, Confucianism and Buddhism became the main philosophy and religion of Japan. Here are a few examples of Japanese characters. Japan wanted to learn the other cultures, but they mostly wanted to learn from the Chinese and Koreans. They sent representatives to China and Korea in hoping that they would teach the people of Japan new ways of working and thinking. Japan nobles created great art in their court at Hien. Most Japanese nobles lived and served near the emperor. They mostly did this just to help please him and get into the imperial court. During this time, they created very beautiful arts of work. For example, these are two pictures right here. One of these nobles, Lady Murasaki Shikabu, one of Japan's greatest female poets, was the creator of the first full-length novel. Japanese nobles also cared very much of their appearances. They would wear very elaborate outfits. For example, women would wear long silk gowns and use beautiful painted fans. They would also Japanese nobles also loved to make visual arts. They would use calligraphy and architecture. Buddhism changed Japan during the Heian period. A popular form of Buddhism is called Zen when it was first introduced into Japan. Zen Buddhists believe that faith nor sorry, Japanese Buddhists Japanese Zen Buddhists believe that faith nor wisdom leads to wisdom, and that self-discipline and meditation led to wisdom. Samurai and shoguns took over Japan as emperors lost influence. Since Japan was having many wars against each other, in order to protect their lands, they hired samurai to take care of them. Samurai were elite warriors that were highly skilled at ranged and close quarters combat. Most samurai came from noble families that earned them high ranks. Since most Japanese daimyo were fighting each other, the one who earned the most land practically took over Japan. Um, the daimyo of the Minamoto clan was able to do this, and practically conquering Japan, because the emperor was too busy in Heian, luxurying over his materialistic items. Moving on to the samurai. Samurai were great warriors. They wore very protective armor, but it was strangely light, making them fast, dangerous warriors. They were very good users of katana and bows. However, even though great warriors, the best were the only ones that were given the best items. For example, land and rich items. Normal samurai were just given rice as payment. Samurai lived honorably. Samurai lived according to Bushido, a strict set of law that required samurai to be honorable and brave during battle. It was also known as the way of the warrior. They lived honorably by improving their self-discipline. They believed that self-discipline made them better warmongers. Samurai always followed orders and never disobeyed, or it will be considered dishonorable. Samurai wrote poems to concentrate better. Not only did they write poems, they also made intricate flower arrangements or grew bonsai trees. Samurai were so honorable that if they made one mistake, they would commit seppuku rather than live with the mistake. Seppuku is practically committing suicide, which is not really good, but in order to lose their honor, they have to be either disobeying an order, losing a fight, or failing to protect the Lord. Here are some pictures of authentic samurai. Order breaks down. Japan, in midst of fighting each other, reunited as one to fend off Mongol invaders trying to take over their land. During this time, a great storm swept on the invaders and killed most of them, and the remaining that reached the land were unsuccessful in taking over the land because of Japan's fierce samurai. When the Mongols invaded them twice, the storm helped them. The people of Japan called this great storm kamikaze, or divine wind. During this, however, not during this, but after this, Japan no longer wanted to be ruled by shoguns, so they began to fight to break free of the shogun's control. Japan started having mini wars everywhere, and daimyo again started running the land once again. Strong leaders take over. Oda Nobunaga, sorry, Oda Nobunaga unified Japan by using firearms that were traded by Portuguese traders. making it the first time guns were used in Japan. With the new technology acquired, it made Oda swiftly take down the enemies. Another ruler named Tokugawa Ieyasu unified China as well. He made Edo, or modern-day Tokyo, his capital. In the later years, shoguns did not want to be in contact with other countries, becoming isolated from other countries as well. Reason for this is because shoguns believed that they would lose their power. This also helped make the samurai last longer than they should have had lasted. Thank you so much for listening to my presentation. I hope all of you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.